Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is Flow and Yin. We're actually going to start on our bellies today. So go ahead and lay down on your stomach. And then just rest with your hand over hand, forehead resting on the hands in crocodile pose. Move the hips side to side just to feel how the body lands on the earth and maybe even out the pressure from side to side. I know that I have a tendency to hold more tension in my right side, especially in my rib cage and low back. So that rocking side to side just helps my body to kind of decipher where I'm holding tension and perhaps create a more even resting on the floor. Once you're here, bring your attention to the breath. Right, so this process of really inviting yourself into the practice. Invite the body, invite the breath, invite the mind, invite the spirit into this full participation that is our practice. And taking the arms out into cactus arms. Forehead resting on the ground. Press into the right arm. Roll all the way over onto your left side, stretching out the front of the right arm, but also the right side of the chest. Make sure to pull the shoulder blade in toward the center of the spine so you feel the stretch in the pec, in the front of the chest, not just in the arm. One more breath in. Exhale, roll back onto your belly. Left arm out to the left. And roll up onto your left side. So the left arm is in a cactus position. You really feel this stretch more in the chest, less in the arm. The shoulder blade squeezes in toward the center of the spine. Rolling back onto your belly, pause. And palms underneath your shoulders. Lift the torso up, press the hips back to child's pose. Reaching the arms forward, have a really active participation with the arms. The forearms lifting off the floor, pushing the hips back, extending in the spine. On an inhale, rock up to hands and knees. Drop the forearms to the ground. Shift the hips back and then bring the palms together. Bending the elbows. Anahata Asana, heart opening pose. One more breath. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, up to hands and knees. Take a breath in, lift your head, lift your tail. Exhale, round your spine, look down at your belly. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. Two more, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Tuck your toes. Shift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And then just walk your dog side to side here. Noticing perhaps the upper body compared to the lower body. We've had a little more movement in the upper body, less movement in the lower body. Just that observation of the sensations in the shoulders, in the hips, back of the legs, even the heels, how they touch the floor. The invitation to participate fully in the practice. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, walk to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway, find space. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach high overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Chest lifts toward the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to your sides, Tadasana. Reach your arms out and up. Forward fold, touch the ground. Lift up halfway. Step your right foot back, lower your knee. Sweep your arms up and around. Shift the hips forward. Roll forward. Shift the arms up and around. Shift the hips forward. So it's like almost like a swimming motion, like you're moving the hands through water, hips move back just a little, sweep the arms up, shift the hips forward, and hold this time. Interlock your fingers and slide them over to your left. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale the torso up. Tuck the back toes under. Step forward into Uttanasana. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Ragdoll. Bending opposite elbow. Hooking opposite thumb with opposite elbow. Breathe here. One more breath in. Release the hands to the floor or to blocks. Lift up halfway. This time step your left foot back, lower the knee. Sweeping the arms up, back and up. Shift the hips forward. Again, roll the torso forward as you sweep the arms in big circular motion. Shift the hips forward. Do it again. Roll forward. Inhale up. Shift the hips forward, hold here. Bind the hands above the head, lean to your right. One more, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale up. Tuck the back toes under. You sweep the hands forward, step to Uttanasana. Lift up halfway, find space. Forward fold, exhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach high overhead. Interlock your fingers, side lean right. Reach out through center. Side lean left. All the way up to center. Hands come to your sides, Tadasana. Roll your shoulders up and back. Up and back. Up and hold them there. Shrugging the shoulders up toward the ears. Squeeze, 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 and then release. Drop them. We'll do that again. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up toward the ears. Squeeze, 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 and then soften. Do that one more time. Squeeze the shoulders up toward the ears. Squeeze, 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 and then exhale, slowly release. Shake it out. Reach your arms out and up. Forward fold, touch the ground. Lift up halfway. This time plant your hands, step back, high plank pose. Breathe in. Rock forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Roll the shoulders up and back. Up and back. and back. And then here, before lifting to cobra, squeeze the shoulders up toward the ears. Squeeze, 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 and then soften. Roll the shoulders up and back, and then lift the heart into cobra. Hold here. One more breath in. Squeeze the glutes, and then tuck your toes. Lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Take one more breath in. Push into the hands, high on the toes. Step or jump lightly forward into Malasana squat. And then just shift side to side, rocking motion. Settle into center. Feel the strength of the hips. Push into the feet as you stand all the way up. Arms reach high overhead. Step your feet together. Side lean to your right. Rotate forward in a circle until you get to the side lean on the left. Continue reaching back. So you're just drawing a circle with your palms. It's almost like the jump rope spine that we do on hands and knees. But now you're standing. Now go the opposite way. Reach up through center. Hands come to your sides, Tadasana. Reach your arms out and up. Forward fold, touch the ground. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Breathe in, rock forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Lift the heart into your back bend. And then downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe. Exhale all the way out. Step or jump forward. Malasana squat. Shifting side to side here. Pause in the center. And then standing all the way up. Use the strength of the legs. Arms reach high. Step your feet together. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side lean to your right. Reach up through center. Side lean to your left. All the way up. Hands come to your sides. Tadasana. Reach your arms out and up. Utkatasana. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. One more. Forward fold, touch the ground. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back, lower through chaturanga. Heart lifts into your back bend. Hips lift into downward facing dog. Float the right leg up, bend the knee, twist open. Stay here. Or start to reach the right foot over so that maybe you can flip your dog. Breath in, 3 breaths. Flip back over, three-legged dog, right leg high, and then step your right foot forward, warrior one. Breathe. One more breath in. Hands to the earth. Step back, lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Bend your knee, twist open. Stay here, or maybe flip your dog. Flip back over, three-legged dog. And then step through to warrior one. Hands to the earth, step back, lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One more breath in. Step or jump forward, malasana squat. Rocking malasana. Settle into the center. Push into the feet. Stand all the way up. Arms reach high. Interlock your fingers, side lean right. Reach up through center. Side lean left. All the way up. Hands come to your sides, Tadasana. Utkatasana, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Interlock the fingers and then draw the right elbow toward the right side of the rib cage. Inhale up, other side. Reach the arms up, binding the hands behind the back. Lift the heart to the sky. Humble warrior, fold inside the right leg. Take one more breath in. Release the hands to the ground. Step back, high plank. Breathe in. Lower through chaturanga. And then lift into your back bend. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg steps forward into warrior one. Rise up. Bind the hands. Moving elbows. Side to side, rib cage to rib cage. Reach up, hands come behind the back. Odd finger on top, lift the heart. And then humble warrior, fold. Drop the head. Release the hands to the ground. Step back. Drop the knees. Lower all the way down to the belly. Roll the shoulders up and back. Up and back. One more time, up and back. And then shrug the shoulders toward the ears. Squeeze, 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 and release. Place the hands underneath the forehead, just like you did at the beginning of the practice. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the glutes as if you had one mermaid fin. And then lift the elbows up off the ground. Lift the hands up off the ground. Squeeze everything in. Breathe. Lift a little higher. And then lower all the way down. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. Release the feet. Rise up into Sphinx pose. Pressing down into the forearms, hands move isometrically in, elbows move isometrically out. Create a broader sensation across the front of the chest as you lift your head, crown of the head toward the ceiling. One more breath in. As you exhale, fold the right arm underneath the body. Left arm reaches forward or across the body as well, on top of the right arm. Stretching out the outer right arm, outer right shoulder. Rest the chin on the arms. Rolling more to the left as you feel the right side open. Releasing the right arm slowly. Let your head rest straight down. Arms in cactus. Feel the sensation of releasing from the posture. And rising up again. Pressing the right hand into the ground, lifting the chest, and then folding the left arm under. Just switching sides. Releasing the left arm slowly, arms in cactus, forehead straight down. And pushing into your hands, slowly press yourself up. Gather your props. So coming into a supported virasana, stretching out the front of the quads. I want you to have a blanket, a bolster, and a block. So if you don't have blocks, use books. If you don't have bolsters, use couch pillows. They're awesome. Take your couch apart. Yes. And then blanket or towel. So you're going to fold the right foot under. Left leg will not be under, but you'll have the blanket under the left side of the pelvis. So that when you sit down, your left knee is bent up toward the ceiling, your right foot is folded underneath, and you're just coming into half virasana. And then you lay back on your bolster, your pillow, and let the chest open as well. So you don't have to have this height. You can be lower. You could have the bolster all the way on the ground. And then just settle here. If this is fairly easy for you, you can do both legs at a time, but today we're going to try doing one leg at a time so that maybe it's a little bit easier. Open the arms out to the sides, still stretching out the front of the chest. Releasing the arms, leaning to the left, unfolding the right leg. You may have to sit up to do that. And then you're just switching sides. So left leg folds under, right, the blanket comes underneath the right hip. Stretching out the right side of the front of the thigh, the quadricep. Left side. Yeah. Open the arms again. Nice opening for the chest. As you rest here with the chest elevated. Releasing the arms first. And unfolding the left leg. Roll off the props and slowly press yourself up. Have your blanket and a block or your bolster. You're going to place your blanket underneath your head. Lay down so that the blanket is supporting not just the head, but also the neck, the tops of the shoulders. And lift the hips up, slide the bolster or the block underneath the sacrum. And then rest in supported bridge, arms out to the sides, so that you still have a little bit of shoulder opening here. You can either keep your feet on the ground or lift your legs up into waterfall. Releasing the feet from the ground or from the air. Releasing the hips to the ground. Roll the knees over to the right. And then knees over to the left. Knees back up through center. Hug them into your belly. Releasing the legs into Shavasana. Final resting pose. Begin to sense the breath within you. As you feel the breath move within you, start to move your body gently, slowly. Fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Bending your knees, feet on the earth. Roll to one side and pause. Use your hands on the earth and slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Squeeze your shoulders up toward your ears. One more time. Squeeze, 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 and then soften the shoulders away from the ears. As if you were shrugging off tension, letting it go. Reach your arms out and up. Join your palms together and exhale your hands to your heart space. And bow your head in gratitude for this practice, this breath, this moment, this life. And lift our voices and our gaze in the vibration of one Om. Take a breath in. Thumbs to your forehead, honoring the wisdom, the light within yourself and each other. Namaste.